What's Rollin, Brawlers, Hunt here with all the cheese and your things TCG. Back again with another retro review here to review the Aurelus Goreene. As you guys know, this thing is quite old, but I figured we'd go ahead and check it out and just review this since we're on a gold roll, as you can see. With all that being said, we'll go ahead and jump right into this retro review. Alright, Brawlers, as always, we have the course first. And up first, we got the plus 300 yellow shield, orange shield, whatever, shield. And then a -3 green fist. Not too bad. Alright, Brawlers, we got our action card up next. And we got Avalanche for 2 cost, 200B. And if you have played a card from 3 different factions this turn, 800B instead. Which is good, but we'll get into it later. Up next, we got the Goreene Ultra with the yellow shield and green fist for 200B, 6 damage, and the underdog effect, which means when this opens, if it has lower B than your opposing Bakugan, you may play Hyper Goreene Ultra for free. So, that's a pretty sneaky little ability you get going on there. And here is Goreene Ultra himself. He's kind of like a Pandox ripoff, so yeah, you just stick his head, his feet, go pretty much the same way as Pandox. To be honest, I'm not really good at Pandox, so that's like a big thing too. I'm not really good at closing Pandox, so I think it's like that, You close that up like that, and then you close it back. Yeah, okay. So we'll go ahead and roll him out. 3, 2, 1, Bakugan Brawl. And boom, he kind of flew over camera, but hey, there he is. So let's go into thoughts and opinions. Alright, Brawlers, let's first start off with saying that, well, it's only 200B. So let's say you do get that yellow shield that is like pretty much like the highest for Aurelus is 300. We only have 500. I suggest using the -2 one though, because then you have an option for gear. And then I think you use like Feral Strike. I don't know if they put like 100 or more, so you like 300 with like 500 again, but I digress. It does allow you to play the Hyper Goreene for free, which does put it at like, I think it's like 200 more base, and then like it's like 4 more damage. So I mean, it's decent. You can play for free, but hey, I mean, you'll always be lower B with this Bakugan because it is pretty weak. So if you have lower B with the Hyper Goreene, it's like you get to play Maximus Goreene for free, which puts you at like 1600 base, like 16 damage, which is, I mean, it's pretty good, but I mean, granted, you have to have all 2 of those cards at the starting turn, and if you're rolling him, and it's just like, is it really worth playing, like, what is it, 3, 6, like, pretty much 6 cards for him? Is it really worth that much? Granted, I mean, the Aurelus card pool in general is kind of, I mean, it's lackluster. You got Power Storm, Parasite, Avalanche, so the Arm of Tico, you have Feral Strike, I mean, Destroyer. I mean, if you are playing Destroyer, you can play stuff like with Pyrus, so you got stuff like Air Zero, Dan, Parasana, I mean, Song of Fire, Super Fuel, pretty much all the good Pyrus cards. I mean, I don't know what third faction you'd put it in. To be honest, I don't see a real reason to run this other than the gimmicky effect. Maybe if they had better, like, cores, I can't really see this being too good of a you know, something to be used for an Aurelus, like, team. It's just overshadowed by so many other Aurelus Bakugan. There are just way better options in terms of Aurelus Bakugan, like, other than the Goreene. Like, the 1600 base is good. Granted, if you're going to go for, like, the 200 shield, you're still only going to be at, like, 1800. With like -2 gear. Okay, cool. We have to play 2 cost gear for free. I don't think he's ever going to double core consistently to the point where it even is a viable option. I mean, other than him, there's so many other better Aurelus Bakugan. You got Nelius Ultra from AV, you got Nelius Core from GR, you got obviously Aurelus Hydronoid. I mean, even the Pegatrix Core from AV is better than this. There's some Simoga. There's just so many other options that I suggest. And I mean, like I said, let's assume you're gonna run the 3 of each copy. You're gonna running 6 cards just for this guy. And I mean, if it's not his turn to roll, I mean, the 6 dead cards. So I don't ever suggest running this. In terms of competitive, you know, capability, none of the cards, big Pyrus cards, big Aurelus cards really save him. But let me know your thoughts and opinions because these are just my own. So like, comment, subscribe with all your opinions. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, of course, and keep a lookout for the tournament for Jakuso's tournament on the 24th and 25th. It said the 25th is the actual tournament, but I keep saying 24th and 25th because that's like San Antonio's like day where we're gonna go play, drive. But hey, with all that being said, keep it rolling and have a wonderful day.